Modern Warfare 2 Season 4 Reloaded is upcoming here next week, and with that we'll get a bit more for MP, Warzone and such, but as with all the recent mid-season updates, one of the biggest content drops is the next Raid Episode 4, but unlike the announced Raid series from the beginning of the year, this one's a little different, and instead the future holds a bit of uncertainty, as we're already detailed. Today we're going to be breaking down and discussing what you need to know, and a bit of what could be on the horizon here for Modern Warfare 2, and even leading into Modern Warfare 3 directly. As we go along, drop your thoughts down below. What do you think of this finale here, and what do you think will be beyond in the redacted portion of the content for Season 5? Let me know down below, but if you enjoy the video, do me a favor and drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to stay up to date with all things Modern Warfare 2, 3, XDefiant, and even more FPS content. I'd love to have you in the community. And finally, check out my friends over at Gamer Advantage. We just launched the new limited run of the Espresso Bundle, the first product collaboration of mine here with a partner that I couldn't be happier to share with you guys, but more on that a little bit later. For now, let's jump into it. So, mid-season again, we're set to see a new shotgun, new map from Vondel and multiplayer, new Warzone updates and all, and other stuff, but the big focal point of the mid-seasons has been the raids. Personally, just as a completionist who likes to get all the rewards from each of the run-throughs and all the Easter eggs that come along with these as of recently, I've been enjoying them. I feel like along with the camos that have been introduced the last two mid-seasons, there's been more for me to like grind out than the initial season launches. Also, more content for guides and helpful stuff like that I can make, so I've enjoyed that. Narratively, as a story nerd for the Modern Warfare universe, I've enjoyed the story progressing, albeit at an absolute snail's pace this time around, but I was curious from the start how they'd tie things together to reintroduce Makarov leading into Modern Warfare 3. Now, initially, way back in the day before the game launched, I think, when they were still doing intel drops, the developers had spoken on the notion of raids, citing that we'd see 5 episodes across 5 seasons, and that was kind of what set the tone for what's upcoming. However, with the launch of Season 4, the blog post previewing everything had a mid-season section talking about the raids in which it said, the last raid for Spec Ops will be releasing as a part of Season 4 Reloaded. Prepare your trio for the exciting conclusion to the raid series before Redacted. Completing Episode 4 also unlocks the new skin for Farah. So, based off of that and the prior notion that we'd see 5 raids, the math's not really mathin' here. Season 1 Reloaded was Raid Episode 1. Season 2 Reloaded, Raid Episode 3. Season 3 Reloaded, Raid Episode 3. Season 4 Reloaded, Raid Episode 4, and the finale. I can't help but think we're one short here. Unless that Redacted is technically raids, the wording is quite clear. So what's coming and what's next? So we know of Farah, but it's also been rumored as of recently that we'll see a secret operator reward in the way of Hadir being introduced with a Season 4 Reloaded Raid Episode 4, which then sets up the next bit. But before we jump into that, Hadir, according to this rumor, and take this, as with the Season 5 material and everything, with a grain of salt, nothing is confirmed, it's based off of speculation via in-game files, but Hadir is apparently a possible reward for completing all of the raids, 1 through 4, which is something that I'm sure many have done, but also many more probably haven't. A basic super quest type of thing where it just rewards you for completing this kind of stuff. And we've kind of seen this happen already, where we had campaign rewards at the beginning of the year as well. And honestly, they're still tied there. If you haven't gone back, there's a couple of basic rewards you can get for just simply playing the campaign, but it was kind of along that same notion. But that leads into the next part. Also rumored was a super Easter egg, whether tied directly to Season 4 or held exclusively for what this Redacted could be in Season 5. I like the idea of it. It sounds promising. An Easter egg larger than just what we've seen episodically in 2, 3, or 4. The options, I think, for what that could be are limitless. But if that applies only to Season 4's Raid Episode 4, Season 5 truly is a mystery. A lot of people have speculated that it's further tying in with Modern Warfare 3, some thinking even it's going to be as far as a campaign mission prologue of some kind, like a playable mission actually there that is independent of the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, but is something that you can just play as an extra campaign DLC mission here in Modern Warfare 2. Some thinking it's just another large-scale raid-esque mission, not necessarily just a raid though. So we don't know, it's just all up in the air. It's absolutely fascinating to me, honestly. I'd imagine though that Season 4 Reloaded provides a little more clarity as to what this will entail, either at the very launch of it when somebody completes the raid and we see that cutscene, if not sooner in the marketing. I mean, that's something that if we get this detailed in a blog post, that's going to be upcoming here this week likely, with the marketing for the upcoming update starting a week out. Well, that's this week in a couple of days here. Now, I think what's interesting is that while we could be setting up for a finale of sorts, either with this last raid episode or what could be the Redacted content, we now have a seemingly larger gap than anticipated, because from the beginning, again, we talked about the discussion of 5 raids through 5 seasons, and that checked out. one per season. The whole year could have been covered, but for the longest time, that rumor we had meant that we wouldn't get a season 6. And frankly, I still don't think that we've seen any real explicit mention of season 6 in the game files, even this air quote close to it in developmental terms. Usually we start to see stuff out like 2 seasons before it ends up launching. But in a season 4 pre-launch dev call, I think it was, may have been the in-studio briefing I was at for Vondel, there was the mention of, sorry, got my dates crossed, we're working on season 6 already in passing. So it's been mentioned that a season 6 is on the horizon, and while possible, the season shortened time frame that we have for season 4 actually kind of helps to strengthen that notion big time. If rumored dates do check out, Modern Warfare 3 right now is looking to launch on November 10th. That's 100 days exactly between the start of season 5 and Modern Warfare 3's launch, or 14 weeks and 2 days. Notice anything there? Well, it's an even 7-week split if you were to break it down into a theoretical season 5 and season 6. So season 4, that was 7 weeks. So it's right in line with what we've had, being the shortest 3 seasons, but still checking out. But wait, that's to the launch of Modern Warfare 3. And if the seasonal system that we've had recently is any sort of indication of patterns over the last years, it's that we don't go from a season 6 to a preseason to a season 1. We go from a season 6 to a season 1, which we conveniently have a rumored date of launch for that as well. December 5th, making that 125 days from Season 5's launch, or just under 18 weeks, a 9-week split between Season 5 and Season 6, returning back to that almost what is on average here for this year's content cycle. 13 weeks for Season 1, 8 weeks for Season 2, 9 weeks for Season 3, 7 weeks for Season 4. So that's right in line for what would be an ideal length for 2 more seasons here, not just one massive season, which is way more plausible because, I mean, if season 5 was the last season, again, that's 18 weeks that we'd see for season 5, and that's a bit crazy. We thought season 1 was long, but that is just astronomically longer. So what's that mean for raid and story content then? Assuming we get our final raid in season 4, the redacted content in season 5, what's left for season 6? Dare I say, maybe nothing. By all indications, game files and earlier mentions from developers, Season 6 kind of seems like it's a surprise that really wasn't accounted for at launch. So honestly, for the raid and such, maybe nothing at all continuing that narrative. But what that likely can, and I guess I should say hopefully means, is that we see development for raids transferred elsewhere. I'm not even trying to be mean here, but like when I look at the content we've had recycled for Modern Warfare 2 and multiplayer all year, I truly wonder what the studio as a whole has been working on, because the content we have upkept throughout the year goes as follows. Warzone is now in the hands of Raven. Ranked modes for multiplayer and Warzone are in the hands of Treyarch. Vondel was developed by Beenox, and the subsequent multiplayer maps from Vondel, again, made by Beenox, just sectioned off. Ashika Island was made by High Moon Studios. So the only thing that I can think Infinity Ward has continual work on is MP, DMZ, and Spec Ops, but like, multiplayer has been severely neglected. We've had 3 to 4 original maps the entirety of the post-launch content year for Modern Warfare 2. So I don't know that we're really getting much work on MP as is. So my optimistic side is telling me, okay, if the raids end with Season 4 and technically by extension, the redacted content in Season 5, if nothing's in Season 6, then fingers crossed that could maybe need more MP content, right? I mean, God, I hope so. But that's where we're at here at this. Season 4 Reloaded is going to introduce hopefully a lot of answers for some big questions that we have right now. But at the moment, it's just something that we can poke at and speculate at. And it's fascinating to me for once we have something that is kind of uncharted territory that we don't really have any indication as to what's going to happen. So I'm here for the roller coaster. Hopefully it's a good turnout though. But anyways, before we wrap everything up, I want to take a few extra seconds to talk about Gamer Advantage. This one's special to me because they've been incredible friends to the channel here in the community the last few years we've been working together. I use their product every single day, and I guarantee you've heard the pitch at least once before. I truly think they're the best blue light glasses company on the market, most lightweight, comfortable, and durable frames out there. They've got the science, the clinical studies to back it up. Insurance can work with you to end up covering either partial costs or the entire cost of your order, but they've just been a blast to work with, and I think the product speaks for itself. Now, if you've yet to pick up a pair pair for yourself or maybe you need another, we just teamed up to launch the Espresso Bundle, which is, and I could be wrong, but I do think this is actually the first collaborative creator bundle they've had since I've joined the team in 2 years here. Myself and my good buddy Zachary Immortal, we had our bundles launched the other day, and I can't thank you guys enough firstly for the support over the years that this is possible to be the first in years. But what makes this bundle a little different is only a little bit, but it's a cool way to directly show some love to the channel. You get a pair of the Inferno glasses, which is a great choice, but they have the etching of the little coffee mug logo we have here for the channel, not too intrusive in your vision, a microfiber carry pouch and a cleaning cloth, both branded with the channel's artwork, and a polarized magnetic sun clip. Super helpful for if you go outside, you wear them as your daily driver, or if they are your prescription pair, you can use them as your just regular glasses. But these are in limited stock, and I don't think we're doing another batch for quite some time, so if you'd like to check them out, grab them while you can, of course, and use code Espresso to get 10% off your entire order. Links in the description below if you guys want to check that out. But once again, seriously, thank you guys for making that collaboration possible. Love you all forever for this. But that is where we're going to wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of Raid Episode 4 here, and what may be beyond that with the redacted content in Season 5? Would love to get your thoughts and feedback down there, but if you guys enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to stay there with all things Modern Warfare 2, 3, X-Defiant, and other FPS content here on the channel. I'd love to have you. But for now, thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care, and peace.